Ever stared at your phone, tapping away, convinced you're sending a crucial message, only to find nothing? Just a blank screen and a gnawing sense of digital isolation? Especially when you're relying on a platform like 8x8 for business communication. Yeah, me too. And let me tell you, it's infuriating. So, the burning question is, why can't I text on 8x8? We live in a world where instant communication is king. Texting, SMS, messaging, it's the lifeblood of modern business. We expect it to work seamlessly, reliably, and without fuss. So, when it doesn't, especially on a platform designed for professional communication like 8x8, it's more than an inconvenience. It's a potential business disaster. Think about it. Missed appointments, delayed responses, frustrated customers, and a general sense of what's going on? Now, 8x8 is a robust platform, packed with features designed to streamline communication. It's built for efficiency, for scalability, for professional interactions. But just like any complex system, it can encounter hiccups. And texting, while seemingly simple, involves a complex interplay of various factors. It's not just about hitting send. It's about network connectivity, carrier compatibility, account settings, and a whole host of technical intricacies that can go awry. Let's break down some of the most common culprits behind this frustrating texting blackout. First up, and often the simplest, is network connectivity. Are you on Wi-Fi? Is your mobile data working? Sometimes, a weak or intermittent connection can prevent messages from being sent. It's the digital equivalent of trying to shout through a hurricane. The message just isn't getting through. And with 8x8, which often relies on a stable internet connection for its features, this becomes even more critical. Check your signal strength, try switching between Wi-Fi and mobile data, and see if that resolves the issue. Next, we need to talk about carrier compatibility. Not all carriers play nicely with every platform. There can be limitations, restrictions, or even outright blocks that prevent 8x8 messages from reaching certain numbers. This is particularly relevant when dealing with international numbers or specialized shortcodes. While 8x8 works hard to ensure broad compatibility, there can be unforeseen issues. It's like trying to plug a European appliance into an American socket. Sometimes, you need an adapter, and sometimes, it just won't work. Then there's the issue of account settings. 8x8, like any powerful communication platform, has a plethora of settings that control how messages are sent and received. Are your texting features enabled? Are your permissions correctly configured? Are there any restrictions in place that might be preventing your messages from going through? It's like having a car with all the right parts but forgetting to turn the ignition key. You're not going anywhere. Dive into your 8x8 settings, double-check your permissions, and make sure everything is configured correctly. Another common problem is number verification. 8x8, for security and compliance reasons, often requires number verification before you can send text messages. This is particularly true for business numbers or numbers used for marketing purposes. If your number hasn't been properly verified, your messages might be blocked. It's like trying to access a secure building without a keycard. You're simply not authorized. Make sure your number is verified and that you've followed all the necessary steps. And let's not forget about short codes and long codes. These are the numbers used for sending and receiving text messages. Short codes are typically shorter, 5- or 6-digit numbers used for marketing and promotional messages. Long codes are standard 10-digit numbers. 8x8 supports both, but there can be limitations on which types of messages can be sent from each. If you're trying to send a marketing message from a long code, for example, it might be blocked. It's like trying to use a screwdriver to hammer a nail. You're using the wrong tool for the job. Then there's the possibility of temporary outages or system glitches. Even the most robust platforms can experience occasional downtime. 8x8 is no exception. These outages can be caused by server maintenance, software updates, or unexpected technical issues. It's like a power outage in your neighborhood. Everything grinds to a halt until the power is restored. Check 8x8's status page or contact their support team to see if there are any known outages. And speaking of support, don't underestimate the power of reaching out to 8x8's customer support. They have a team of experts who can help you troubleshoot your texting issues. They can diagnose the problem, provide solutions, and guide you through the necessary steps to get your messages flowing again. It's like having a mechanic for your car. They can fix what you can't. Don't hesitate to reach out to them for assistance. Now, let's address some of the less obvious but equally important factors. Sometimes the problem isn't with 8x8 itself, but with the recipient's phone or carrier. Are they experiencing network issues? Have they blocked your number? Are their message settings configured correctly? It's like trying to deliver a package to a house with a locked gate. You can't get through no matter how hard you try. If possible, try contacting the recipient through another channel to rule out any issues on their end. Also, consider the content of your messages. Some carriers have restrictions on the types of messages that can be sent. Messages containing spam, unsolicited marketing content, or potentially harmful links might be blocked. It's like trying to send a letter with contraband. It's going to get flagged. Keep your messages clean, relevant, and compliant with carrier guidelines. And finally, let's talk about software updates. 8x8 regularly releases updates to improve performance, fix bugs, and add new features. But sometimes these updates can introduce new problems. If you've recently updated 8x8 and started experiencing texting issues, try rolling back to a previous version or checking for any known bugs. It's like installing a new operating system on your computer. Sometimes, it causes unexpected conflicts. Keep your software up to date, but be aware of potential issues. So, to recap, the reasons why you can't text on 8x8 can range from simple network connectivity issues to complex carrier compatibility problems. It could be related to your account settings, number verification, short code or long code usage, temporary outages, recipient issues, message content, or software updates. The key is to systematically troubleshoot each potential cause, starting with the simplest and working your way up to the more complex. Remember, 8x8 is a powerful tool designed to enhance your communication. When it's working correctly, it can be a game changer. But when it's not, it can be incredibly frustrating. Don't give up. Take the time to diagnose the problem, reach out to support if needed, and get your messages flowing again. You'll be glad you did. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.